Back again in another video. Now we gonna do one on Darlene. Darlene. So so it seemed like she had some family problems where one of her siblings had diagnosis of things. But I want to break down a couple things what the devil do. You know, he got his hands and everything. And her brother had a major disease. And let's break down diseases real quick. Hopefully this video ain't gonna be too long, but let's break down diseases. Diseases are like almost like a curse that been passed down from family of generations. People, doctors like to tell them as, like to say them as hereditary. You know, that's why you go to a doctor and they be like, do you got anybody in your family that has diabetes and stuff like that? Diabetes are nothing but demons, just like AIDS, like getting AIDS, HIV, um, a lot of other illness like bone disease, cancers and stuff are nothing but demons that need to be delivered from your body. But it has to take somebody that's a real follower of Yahweh to be able to deliver you from those demons and from that sickness for you to get better. Because I was in a nursing home. I used to work in nursing homes. And, you know, this lady used to go to church every single day. And, you know, she talked about how she was fake her whole life going to church. You know, just it was something to do, just for a look. And then towards the end of her life, I can say, you know, when she got older, maybe in her 60s, she started really taking it seriously. And God only warned you so many times to do something right, where He just let you go because you want to do what you want to do, and your consequence is your consequence. And people can't expect, you know, you want to be fake your whole life and turn against God and not doing His will, and all of a sudden, you know, you see you getting old or your illness getting really bad, like, oh, I need you now and stuff like that. You know, it's kind of like how people do other people. They just try to use you and use you, you know, and, you know, call you when they need you just to feed off of you and stuff like that. You know, after you done told them to stop doing this and doing that, they gonna end up like this, but they blow you off anyway. You know, God is nothing to play with. You know, He's higher than His creation. You know, He's nothing to take advantage of and think you could just not listen to Him and then call on Him, and then He gonna ignore you because it's not you calling on when you ready. Basically, what I'm saying, it's when God's ready. And a lot of times, God's call a lot of young people at a very young age. And people blow it off because they looking at the other world. Just like, I can't remember the name, but the guy on the boat. And he asked Jesus to let him walk on the water. And he started walking on water. And he started to sink because he was looking at the waves around him. He started to lose faith. So he fell down. And that's the same thing in life. You know, people look at the surrounding, look at what all the people on the internet doing, their friends doing in high school, and they reject Yahweh and follow the crowd. You know, and God calls people at a very young age. He might have called you at a young age, and you may not still didn't even know it. A lot of people do know it, but choose to follow the world. You know, friends with the world is the enmity against God. You know, you're the enemy of God. You want to follow everybody else. Want to be like this. Want to be like that. But anyway, yeah, sickness is nothing but evil spirits that need to be delivered, and it's very hard to find somebody that can deliver you from your sickness, your illnesses. You know, it's a lot of false pastors out there. I'm telling you, go to them false pastors or your neighborhood church and ask them to deliver you. They're going to pray on you. You might feel a little vibe or shake, and you're going to end up saying, oh, it never got any better. You know, it's still been going on. Actually, it ain't got worse because they're fake and they not following Christ too. But that's how, pastors, in the last video I did, I forgot to say this for my man, how if I know a lot of you probably thinking he went to church, he read the Bible and stuff. He claimed to be a follower of Yahweh and stuff like that. He's a people and how did he die? Why did God let him die and stuff like that? Because he was a fake. That's all it is. He worshiped God in vain. He never had a protection. He had the scriptures right into his hand, but he wanted to play around with them. And you have a lot of false pastors, a lot. And so let's keep going.
Round one.
God, stupid commercial here. So let's keep going. So then she ended up running into she had 2 kids. She ended up running into this guy. And she probably had 2 baby daddies as usual. And she started to run into this guy that her sister brought around. And once again, another thug. Once again, the devil set the same trap. And he put you, he choose who you date. And I don't like when people blame everything, like death. And every time somebody die or go to jail, something bad happened to them, people so quick to blame Yahweh. So quick to blame him. Oh, it's all his fault. But it's really the devil's fault. It's the devil's fault why your family like that. It's the devil's fault you make those decisions. It's the devil's fault why your cousin in jail, your brother in jail, or he picked bad decisions because of the devil temptation that caused him to make bad decisions why he ended up like this, or your uncle or grandma died, or a cousin or whatever, because it's nothing but the devil. Get mad at the devil. Get mad at him, and you will probably start loving and liking God a lot more. It's all the devil's doing. For instance, by she not having Yahweh in her life, the devil get to control who to date, who to bring to you. And here you go. This guy entered her life. This guy is not no godly man. God did not bring you this. Even though at the end she said, oh, he always going to be your soulmate. You've been deceived. That's nothing but a demon. It's almost a lot of people in this world have demons that are inside of them, just controlling the body. No, they're not clones. Clones are totally different thing. But demons do control your body, control your emotions, the evil stuff that you do. It controls when it wants to eat, when it wants to walk outside. The Bible talks about when an evil spirit leaves a person, go find 7 more evil spirits, and they all go back and enter that person, and they find the same house empty and swept, and they all live there. Demons are, your body is their house for a lot of people. This guy have demons in him. Now imagine if this person had 25 demons inside of him. They all talking to him, they all controlling them, You really don't have no life. I talked about in my past video how demons set you up. They force you to commit sin when you know it's a sin, or you know that it's wrong, but they tempt you so bad and they make you do it. And then when it's time for judgment, they get judged by God, they leave. And the blame is all on you. Now you got to get judged by God because you didn't want to get those demons out of them. You didn't want to read your word. You didn't want to get deliverance. So basically, they just scam off on you and you get in trouble. It's like if a guy go into a bank and start shooting or robbing, and imagine he got a glove on with the gun. He take the gun and he fetch it to you and you catch it with your bare hands. Now your fingerprints on it, and then you drop the weapon in the store or outside, or you throw it out in the grass and the cops find it. Just like that. That's what demons do. They scam you. They trick you. They put all the blame on you. They commit all these killings and crimes, but put the blame on you. Now you locked up in prison. Now your life done. Then after prison, when you be in life in prison, then you go to hell for eternity. That's what they do. You got to understand these things. So he went to jail, and he should have stayed his butt in jail. And she never got out. Typical story. He gets out, he goes back home. She got 2 kids. No baby daddy. You should know by now after 2 kids, the devil and these demons is leading your way. You need to try a different tactic. You need to switch your life around. Because all these demons going to do is keep sending people, these bad and evil people, whether male or female. They're going to keep doing it. And you wonder why you have like 2 relationships a year. You have one long relationship and it goes bad because this is what the demons do. Even when good couples are trying to stay strong in their relationships, the devil will throw something in there to mess you up, to tempt you, to make you cheat and stuff like that. That's what he here for. I mean, you have to accept the fact. There's no way else around it. You just gotta stay with Christ. I mean, I know people wish you could stop it all, but that's how God wanted it to be, and it's got to be that way to the end of time. So this guy he come back living, and then they was talking about how she wanted to ban her kid because they got so hooked on drugs because their depression and hard times is so hard that they got hooked on drugs because they need to relax their depression and their stress. So they forget about their kids and what they need. And I blame it on the devil for this Illuminati and controlling all this government stuff that's paying people crappy money and doing so much hard work at a job because they was really like struggling really bad. You know, living on financial aid and stuff like that. What the devil do? Hey, he create financial aid and, you know, pretend like he helping people and then do good, but everything is still bad. Financial aid is still bad. You know, it's just like this. The most evilest person could do something nice for somebody. Give them their lunch, give them a couple dollars, but they could have dead bodies laying in their room, or they could be a pedophile. They could like rape little girls. They could be racist and stuff like that. But a person maybe get racist and gets I'm gonna just say a Mexican person and would give Mexican people money. You know what I'm saying? But really hate them. Hate their culture, color, everything. That's just an example. You know? But at the end of this day, he's still not doing any good. You know? Because he hates you deep inside. But just because somebody giving you money don't mean they like you at all. That's what the devil do. So he create these things to get the illusion like, oh, the government care for a lady will have kids and stuff like that. No, they don't. Because at any given time, they can take that government assistance away, and people that need food assistance or need money for their kids is chalked and left abandoned and hopeless and stuff like that. So this was the type of stuff they was going through. But I'm just giving some examples of how the devil controls all this stuff. Not paying people much money to make a living because they paying you just amount of money as an apartment. So when you get an apartment, you know, it's like, dang, one check gone, what you gonna do with the next check? You know, they not paying you above your apartment. I mean, that's a different scenario if you want to get out 3 car notes, or, you know, you want to start buying expensive Gucci and stuff like that. That's a whole different other scenario. But basic life where you need a home or a car and stuff like that, you know, they pay you just amount of months. These apartment centers they all scams. And these apartment scams. But there's nothing you can do about it. You have to live it. You have to live life. You know? So she joined with this guy. Before then, she wasn't robbing no houses. He was robbing houses. But now, you know, when an evil spirit connects to an evil spirit, you know, you might so-called feel like you have a good spirit, or you might have not as much bad demons as the other person have, and you connect your person, has sex with your body, with that person. Now them demons enter you. Now look at her. Now she robbing and stealing and all this other type stuff because she joined with an evil spirit, and that evil spirit got a hold of you. So you want to be careful who you stand by, who you talk to, who you communicate with, who you share your food with, who you put your mouth on your cigarettes with, because those are spirits. And next thing you know, you turn just like them, just like on these shows, turn just like them. And that's basically it. So you want to be careful who you date. There's nothing wrong with being lonely. I know it hurts. You know, sometimes, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta stay away from these rules, stay away from these people. That's why people are getting to a point where people don't like speaking, people being fake, people don't like to deal with this and deal with that, because how the world's turning out. You know? But That's really all I had to say in this video. Thank you guys for watching. Till then, you will see me next video.